Greetings. This is Evolving Dimensions, expanded consciousness to raise Earth's frequency, with your host, quantum healer and soul coach, Wendi Morrison, mixing psychology and shamanism. With over 40 years of training and experience in metaphysics, parapsychology, spiritual leadership, energy psychology, PTSD, ethics, sound energy healing, crystal therapy, human galactic history, and animal communication. I believe what we're lacking today are mentors, elders of the tribe, those to whom we can look to for wisdom from experience. So I invite you to join me every Wellness Wednesday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time when I will drop a video that will be on a plethora of subject matter that is topical to this moment at this revolutionary time in our human history. So please join me here, and once a month, the first Wednesday of every month, I will be doing the episode live. So we'll have question and answer time that we can hopefully help to illuminate more of the topics that I cover and some of my terminology, and anything that might come to your mind that I can help you evolve your consciousness with. Remember, revolutionary change starts from within each individual addressing their own ancestral kharmic lineage, correcting the glitches in their program to create the change needed for a higher frequency, a higher octave, less density, and a higher consciousness. And I'll see you then. And remember, free will is a test. Blessings. Hey everyone, I'm a little late with this transmission. The energies have been really intense, and I'm used to very intense energies as the... I got a bug on my shoulder, of course. Get off of me. As the energetics of the planet are shifting, they affect us, and the sun is sending us our DNA upgrades, which we are constantly having to adjust to. And some of us with older templates, avatars, unless you took really good care of yourself, I don't know if you're gonna make it through this shift, but we're pulling for everybody, as many people as possible. I think it's really about heart and mind, right? Like, if you believe that you can get through anything. And that's taking me to the next part of this. So yeah, I also, wow, the animals have been really crazy, like crazy. So there is an energy that's at a higher level than usual. I would liken this to how I was feeling right before the week prior to the Iran earthquake, which was for sure energy directed. So this is similar to that, the pattern. So I do feel that it's an induced frequency dealio, but it's pulled back. It's like going in a pattern, it's like it's building up. Sorry, I'm looking at a goat eating my plant right now, my tree, because he knows I'm busy. But I just, it's somebody that I really respect more. Like, I don't always respect a lot of people. But somebody that I really respect a lot sort of made a statement about the work that has been done by just to try to talk in code, I guess, white warriors, let's say that. Yeah, that's a good one. So the white warriors, right? A lot of people have given up on all that, and the that letter, you know, at the end of the alphabet, I was going to say at the end of the rainbow. Yeah, Wendi, let's talk in metaphors. At the end of the rainbow, the word question begins with that. Yeah, question. So, I am reminded of what I told this person just after the 2023 year began. And I got an inner message that said, everything's about to go silent. And you're going to have to rely on your faith. You're going to have to rely on your beliefs, your sense of truth, your inner conviction, you know. But faith was going to be an important aspect. And also, I might add, recognizing that we ourselves are a miracle. We witness miracles every day, and that's kind of part of why we are in this karmic monochrome prison, if you will, that we are about to be released from if we pass the test. What is this? It's a free will system. What did I tell you? Free will is a test. So if you as a higher soul come into this system knowing full well what you're supposed to do, and that is, you know, having a higher purpose, higher convictions, having integrity, not participating in service to self, but aligning yourself with service to others and service to the planet, not in a martyrdom, sacrificial way. No. Just having your needs met, like whatever that is, you know. When you're in alignment with that, you don't have a lot of needs. You're not living a high life. You know, I might point to someone like Keanu Reeves, who has his outlet for self-expression, but lives a very humble life and is very cognizant of and compassionate to others and respectful to others. Johnny Depp is another one at that high level that are exemplary in their reflections of humanity. And see, that's where we're trying to be desensitized and demoralized into rejecting humanity, like that's a bad thing, like it's a virus. Well, it is, because it's been corrupted. It is a virus. It's been corrupted. Our DNA was corrupted, and our minds have been corrupted by the propaganda media. And so, you know, it's really up to each individual's inner commitment to which side of history you're on in this moment. And so, anyway, this person that I adore and love and respect kind of like said, oh yeah, everybody's says this is over, you know, the white warriors are over, and that 45 is, you know, full of poop. I don't care either way, because I'm just an independent spiritual warrior here. I watch the game. I support people that I know that are on the side of the right. And I don't mean right as in the polarity. I mean just in truth and for the betterment of all and not self-serving. So whatever people think I'm about, no, you can't even begin to understand that. But anyway, and it's because of this faith and because, as I started to say, miracles. I've seen miracles. So my mental mind, logic-based brain has adjusted to the fact that there are miracles. Do I believe that something's gonna save me every time I do something bad and get myself in trouble? No, because I don't live that kind of life. But, sometimes in interfacing with other people's experiences and their karma, you find yourself dragged in. So, no, I'm always like horrified. I'm horrified at the possibilities of being caught up in the matrix. So anyway, I'm always grateful when there is some sort of miraculous intervention, but I don't expect it. I don't expect it, and I am so grateful for it. But that's the point. I just want to say that it's there. It exists. So it made me think after taking in this person's assessment. It made me kind of think, well, where are we with all this stuff? I don't know. I haven't checked in for a while. I'm not a white warrior follower, I mean, I guess I jump into that realm if I feel like somebody needs help. Because I don't care what color you is. I don't care whatever. It's about being a good person. It's about respecting your fellow man. And that includes the differences, And if you want to be a different person, i.e. trans, that's pretty different. I mean, I'm different. But I didn't expect people to just accept me. And boy, they did not. And I'm like chocolate pudding compared to what I've seen people have to go through to be themselves, Whatever the background, whatever the story that is, that's the universal element here, is that we've all had some level of oppression. Nobody's a winner when it comes to victimization. You want to win that title? No, I want to be a warrior. I'm a warrior. I'm a spiritual warrior. I'm an indigo warrior. I'm an indigo Nihal warrior. I'm here for humanity. And my ties aren't on this planet necessarily unless my soul is at an experience here and I feel that kindred. That's kind of a strange way to hear people talk, but yeah, that's the way I live my life, my whole life. So anyway, getting back on subject, that my take. I did like some meditation, and it was really challenging here when all the animals were acting up. I mean, I got a horn through my hand, really deep. Probably should have had stitches, but I don't have time for that. I'm a warrior. So I waited till I was able to ground myself, and I really took in, okay, what's going on? I asked my spirit guides, and as I was reminded what I told this person back in the beginning of the year, and I reminded him about, I also was reminded. And I was like, yeah, I get it. So everything was going to go quiet, and it wouldn't seem like there was anybody doing anything anymore, and everything would be because you're on your own. This is where we step up. We have karma here. We can't just sit around and make crappy choices in our free will. Oh, it's free will. those free will choices have a cause and effect, and we're living in the midst of it. I mean, really, all these choices. Forget about climate change. It'll change when we change. That's the damn truth, and they don't want you to know that. But I digress. So, this is what was told to me, and then I'm going to elaborate. It's going to go quiet. You are on your own now. You have to remember your tools, which is have faith, believe in miracles. Hold on, because it's going to get rough. And this isn't the rough part yet. But that, and there would most definitely be collateral damage. Like every person, that's where your personal karma is going to come online, onto the table. If you haven't done your work, then, then that's where you'll be collateral damage. If you've done your work, then you're going to squeak through. And so we are going to be brought to the brink of destruction with no hope inside unless you have that in your heart. And you know it. You have that faith. You believe it. And then I believe at that moment, and the war between all of us will just go on. All the polarity war, because this is a polarity war. And everybody's like satellites bouncing off of each other, trying to figure out everything out. There is no good guy. There ain't no good guy. There ain't no bad guy. There's only you and me, and we just disagree. Sorry, being a musician, I can speak in songs forever. Most of us like me can. But that's really the sentiment. I think that was Hall & Oates. But then I believe when things couldn't be any darker, there's going to be a miraculous, and I mean miraculous, like miraculous, Earth event. Don't know what it is. You can go online. Lots of people have speculation. I'm telling you what I feel from within, and is confirmed by my personal spirit guides and counselors and healers and surgeons that I've worked with for well over 30 years. So I trust them. And I can confirm things out here. But I go with what is in my gut, what I know to be truth. And so I do believe, we will, ouch, oh God, I'm in so much pain. Because this little avatar is damaged, and all of this is taking a toll on me. And I've been without medical treatment for 6 months, which is a no-no, but I needed to take care of the animals because we've been in really tough times with the flooding. So I had to go without my treatment to be able to take care of them. And I'm at that point where I'm going to actually fall apart. So I went and had a treatment, and I'm going to have to get back on them because I can't lose the momentum of the strength that I have in spite of everything. So, but because I'm damaged, especially my electrical system, I'm definitely feeling all of this frequency war shit, hardcore. Anyway, so I believe at the very darkest moment, there is going to be some cosmic event that we all experience globally that, again, is universally experienced around the globe and literally brings everybody to their knees. I'm always brought back to this concept of the 3 days of darkness, and I do get the validation that that's something that's there and within the spectrum of what I just described. that we are going to have 3 days of darkness. But again, and I want to preface this for everything right now, take everything you hear with a grain of salt. Do not assume you know what's happening, okay? Because you don't. I promise you that. I promise you that. Trump is trolling everybody. He's a master chess player. Multi-level. There's a lot more to Trump than you even can possibly understand. He is literally bringing his intelligence down to be able to resonate as an everyday man. And I don't mean that in a nefarious way. He's just going to save this planet along with a lot of other people. They're all going to do it. And we are going to help them. Not by sitting around gossiping, not by, spinning our heads around and listening to disinfo and misinfo and blah, blah, blah. It's going to be, you got to do your inner work. You have to be responsible for your inner work so that when you come to the table, you're bringing a higher energetic resonance so that we can push this baby over the top of the mountain. We need to not be asleep. You need to see what everything is for what it is, not for what you've allowed yourself to be told it is, allowed yourself to be programmed that it is. This is where you fucked up. I'm sorry for my French. And we all did. We all had that opportunity, but it's not about blame either. Every moment you have that opportunity to turn it around. I do believe it's called redemption. And that sounds so biblical, but I mean, restoration, like, I don't know what you want to call it. You're uncorrupting a file. Like, just make a different freaking choice. Choose to have integrity. Choose to do the work you need to do. Otherwise, I'm not sure you'll be able to make through this period. It's just food for thought. But I believe that the movie Melancholia reflects this 3 days of darkness period. And I believe what it is that because the magnetosphere is like the protector of the planet and it's weakening, I believe what happens is like a cosmic ray comes through when the magnetosphere is really at its weakest point. And it messes with the gravitational field for 3 days. And our bodies become so heavy and weighted. And our consciousness is so heavy that we literally just fall to the ground and sleep for 3 days, wherever we are. Like, I know that sounds really weird. But this is what my take is. What I'm shown. What I see. I've seen the collaboration in at least one other, if not multiple areas, sources, energetic people like myself, quantum scientists, physicists, what's in the general news today. Like, what I'm saying is 100% plausible. I think there's so many different scenarios. I believe there's a Russian roulette wheel that's going off constantly to keep us on our toes, to keep sucking our energy, the adrenal glands, and all of that. Fear porn is food. It's negative energy. It's food for our abductors, hi, you want to come over here? Yeah, I'm sitting here with chickens. Those that hijacked this and corrupted the system, that are in control, the draconians. I can break it down. It's, like the globalists, it's George Soros, it's Obama, it's people in the White House, it's the mafia. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. You can look at it at its lowest point on this planet in the avatars that they inhabit, or you can go way out there and into the star races. But, oops. Goats are making noises. But, you know, that's what we're up against. This planet, this operating system has been hijacked, and we are in prison. And we, each and every one of us, have to step up to gain the momentum for the release of this frequency net that is swiftly being dropped down and tweaked and taken out of beta test upon us for master control. And just remember that you're going to see things like that you never imagined were going on. What you experience, what we are told, is like nursery school. That's how dumb they want you to be. That's how dumb they think you are. The stuff that's really going on is massive. It's interdimensional. It's planetary races. Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. Yeah. Not to mention, their food source also is the adrenal gland and the adrenal energy, and the adrenal gland in children when they're heightened to the worst fear that they could possibly imagine is like their caviar. So please be aware that there is a gigantic choo-choo train that goes through trafficking, and the children jump on the train or they're dragged on and they're cattle, and it's a trade, it's a commodity, because the mafia runs this country. Can't you see it? Can't you see it yet? Anyway, I'm going to show you some chickens now, just because that's what makes me happy. All right. Love you guys. Yeah. Take it easy. The truth is, nothing is going to matter. No amount of protesting, no amount of complaining. No one cares. So the only way you're going to successfully apply pressure is by withholding your energy as a consumer and as a human. We need to plan, instead of 3 days of darkness, the way I laid it out earlier, we should have a 3 days of darkness where no one goes to work and nobody makes any purchases at all whatsoever. Period. No gasoline, no cigarettes. If any purchases absolutely must be made in an emergency situation, done like mom and pops and no corporations. But we need to hit them in the only place that they know that hurts them, and that's in their capitalism, in their resources, in their money. And they count on dividing us so that we don't unite together in such endeavors. All the more reason why we need to show them that we can unite against their tyranny and take control by withholding all of our energy as a resource. The money, our life force, it goes to run their businesses, and so on and so forth. I would say we could take that down to everything. The electrical companies, do without electricity for 3 days. Try it. let this be a wonderful experiment where we get to discover that we actually are much more resilient than we could possibly imagine. You'd have to do a little preparation for it, but I feel that this is the only way you're going to get even the slightest reaction from these globalists, because they just don't care.